Everyone loves watching heists and robberies in movies, but can they really be done in real life? It certainly seems like it can in the case of these real-life thefts. Today we're counting down the top 8 most ingenious thefts caught on camera. Let's get started. Number 8. Under the dress. Female thieves tend to have an advantage when they plan their heists. They can just use what they're wearing. It's clearly the tactic a television thief used when she smuggled a plasma screen TV under her dress in the middle of a busy department store. All she had to do was check if anyone was looking. She then lifted up her maxi dress to slide the whole TV under it. She might have gotten away with it too if it weren't for the security cameras. Her plan might seem ludicrous, but it seems many other women have had the same idea. In the security footage of a jewelry store, a group of 3 women stuffed products under skirts. A duo distracted the store clerk while another grabbed jewelry from behind the counter and slid it under her clothes. Miss Sticky Fingers also grabbed an entire tray of jewelry at one point and stuffed it into her clothes. The 3 ended up looting $60,000 worth of jewelry without the clerk ever noticing. Both of the crimes are ingenious because they exploit the store owner's own lack of suspicion of women and what's under their dresses. Their plans prey on unwary owners, and that's what makes them successful. Number 7. Fake it till you make it. The heists in movies involve elaborate plans, 8-person teams, and fancy gadgets. All this robbery took was a serviceman costume, a few tools, and some confidence. The thief in this viral video entered a convenience store dressed like a serviceman. He strode into the store and started working on the cash machine, opening it and taking out wads of cash. The poor cashier was convinced the thief was a serviceman, and it wasn't until after the serviceman left that the cashier realized the cash machine was left broken and empty. The thief carefully hid his face in a hoodie and avoided staring directly at the cameras, clearly showing he was pretty smart. It looks like this guy was inspired by Frank Abagnale. Abagnale was a prolific con man who managed to pull off a string of successful cons by dressing like pilots and blending in with confidence. Number 6. Irish crane robbers. A business owner might think their property is safe after hours with a secure alarm system. However, security systems didn't help one Irish ATM owner as a crane plowed through his building. That's right, robbers in Northern Ireland used a crane to lift and steal an entire ATM machine. In a stunning video, the crane rolls up in the parking lot next to a liquor store and scoops up the ATM attached to the store. As the ATM machine is lifted, brick and rubble fall into the new hole in the building. The crane then deposits the ATM machine into an open sunroof of a stolen black van. A man is seen hurrying into the van as the machine juts out of the roof, rushing to get away. The perfect positioning and deposit of the crane shows that this heist took planning and street smarts. You'd think this would be a once-in-a-lifetime event, but cranes are apparently popular among Northern Irish robbers, as there have been a string of similar robberies all across the country. Number 5. Apple Store robbers. A group of 4 robbers managed to get away with the entire display of a Californian Apple Store. The tech giant clearly needs to invest more in security, as the group took laptops and phones in a crowded store. In a matter of 30 seconds, the robbers swept across the store and grabbed everything, rushing out before the onlookers had a chance to react. The store managers and customers did not attempt to stop or reprimand any of the robbers. It would seem that the robbers were smart enough to count on the element of surprise and acted too quickly, taking with them products worth $30,000. You'd think that Apple stores would be harder to rob, but the store didn't even have an automatic alarm go off when the robbers hightailed it out the door. Police, however, managed to catch up to the group and took them into custody. The 4 were also implicated in a series of similar robberies in other Apple stores. Number 4. Exploding ATMs. Robbers might be too tempted to pass up the wads of cash inside an ATM. Perhaps this is why so many try to pry them open. Most are not successful, but these robbers certainly were. A group of 4 robbers in ski masks managed to explode the front of an ATM machine and scoop out the cash, running away before a guard could react. To appreciate the genius of this crime, you need to know a little more about ATMs. ATMs are notoriously difficult to access if you don't own them. They're nearly impenetrable, and explosives can either leave them intact and unaffected or broken with tattered banknotes inside. Banks also often secure ATM machines with temperature sensors that trip and alert security if temperatures shift. To get around these problems, you need to know about the perfect explosives and the perfect time frame to make your getaway. The 4 robbers knew this, as they used a gas explosive and went in and out in under a minute to evade security. Number 3. $1 million drug heist. A duo of Texan burglars managed to steal $1 million worth of medicine from a closed pharmacy. The heist occurred in 2016 in Euless, a small city in Texas. The owners of Super Value Pharmacy were forced to start their new year with a trashed back room and an entire inventory of missing drugs. The burglars managed to get into the business on New Year's Eve around 4 a.m., according to the owners. In the surveillance footage, they can be seen crawling military style and taking out drugs from shelves. The duo was masked and came prepared with multiple tools, including a drill. After the burglars managed to raid all the shelves, they drilled into the back of a safe and stole its contents. According to the owners, this heist happened to be the costliest break-in they ever had to deal with, and the crime remains unsolved to this day. Number 2. Brazilian bank heist. In 2005, a group of criminals managed to execute one of the most carefully planned bank heists seen around the world. The robbery occurred on the weekend and nearly emptied the Central Bank of Brazil in Fortaleza. They stole $70 million with a stack of bills that weighed a total of 3 tons. But how did they manage to pull this off? Well, as in any good heist movie, it took a team of experts who knew how to get into the bank unnoticed. They were also aided by an accomplice on the inside. Their entire operation started a few months before the robbery took place. The group began digging away into the bank, taking out soil to create an 80-meter tunnel from a rented house nearby. The group posed as a landscaping company for the neighboring community so that their daily transportation of soil wouldn't seem suspicious. When it came time to access the vault through the tunnel, the criminals came prepared. With jackhammers, electric saws, and diamond blades, they managed to power through the layers and meters of steel. The whole thing took 7 hours to do, after which the criminals managed to grab the money in the safe and get out, all without triggering a single alarm. On August 8th, bank officials found out about the robbery, but the robbers all had a 2-day head start and escaped long before suspicions were raised. Since 2005, 27 people have been convicted in connection to the case, but many criminals are still at large, and a large sum of the money was never recovered. Number 1. Tesla thieves. A Tesla owner in Boreham Wood, England, was left perplexed when a pair of thieves stole his car and the car itself complied. He uploaded security camera footage when his car was stolen in his driveway. One of the thieves is seen strolling up the owner's walkway up to the porch, while his partner somehow opens and drives off the locked Tesla in the driveway. How did they manage to do this? Well, they exploited the car's passive entry function that picks up the electronic key signals from the owner's car. If your car has this function, you don't necessarily need to press buttons on a key to unlock the car. The thieves clearly knew this, as they used an amplifier to boost the key signal to unlock the car. The thief that strolled up to the front porch was amplifying the signal from the key, which he assumed was near the door. The Tesla thieves are perhaps the smartest criminals on this list because they managed to outsmart a $100,000 smart car with just a few hacks. That's all we have for today. These are the top 8 ingenious thefts caught on camera. Do you know of any ingenious thefts? Let us know in the comments below. Also, be sure to like our video and subscribe to our channel for more content just like this. Make sure you turn on the bell icon to get notifications. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.